All right, guys, I had an editorial to give you, and it's just not enough information. It's about 6 small paragraphs. I'll put a link to it in the description box below. It's about a Detroit cop that was off duty at 12:10 a.m. when some teens approached his car. He shoots in their direction. Apparently, a 16-year-old got shot. His 2 friends drop him off at the hospital. They detain him because he has a GSW, and come to find out it was an off-duty cop. Says, I shot him, and tells why. So there's not a whole lot of information. So I did put a link to it in the description box below. If you want to go read it and kind of figure out for yourself, play detective and see what was going on there. I'm going to talk about the elephant in the room. Joe Biden is the next U.S. president. He's president-elect. Joe Biden was elected president. He took Nevada, that's the 270, and then he took Pennsylvania to make it 290. So Biden took it. And I'm going to talk about it for just a second here. I'm not going to bore you with the same rhetoric that's going on every single news channel and all over YouTube and all over Facebook. But I do want to comment a little bit for those of my viewers who may have some opinions to share below. Now, I went to Twitter to look, and yeah, the Biden supporters are rubbing it in the face of the Trump supporter. Like, yeah, what happened to Trump? Huh? What happened to Trump? Where's your Trump flag? I still have mine up. So, it's going to be an interesting time here in town. Very interesting in the next week or so. Yes, I voted for Donald Trump because I just don't feel good about Biden as a leader. Our country right now needs a strong leader. And I don't think Biden has that. Something inside of him, I believe, is missing in terms of leadership skill, in terms of being the field general and leading the troops and leading the country. I don't think he has that. Policy-wise, politics, yeah, he has more experience. He's been in this game for years. Where Trump was a businessman, he's a business mogul who just decided to try politics in the White House for 4 years. No political experience really, more other than what he had in business. I get that. I think, though, that we are going to see a change in immigration. We may even see ICE fade away into the background. I think that definitely immigration is going to change. I think that the economy is in for some hard times. I don't think the pandemic is going to go away as quickly. People are saying, if Biden becomes president, the pandemic goes away. Okay, maybe the scare of a pandemic, but as far as the coronavirus, it's not like the virus is wearing a black hoodie and carrying a sickle and going, Biden's president? Oh, shit. This is a virus. It's in the air. It's in the air. You get what I'm saying? It's not just because someone becomes president, a virus goes, all right, I'm out. We're still going to have to wear our masks. We're still going to have to wash our hands, sanitize our hands. We're still going to have to do everything hygienic to keep from getting sick. And everybody thinks now that Trump lost the election, yay, everybody's going to get well again. All right, masks are gone. Woohoo! No, it's not like that. But how do I feel that President Biden was elected president over President Trump, and I voted for Trump? It is what it is. And I just love the American process. No, I do. That we have the freedom to go out and vote for who you want to vote for, and whoever gets the votes and so forth can become president. I love that process. It's a beautiful living free in America. I know that we're only as free as our government and law enforcement allows us to be. But I still love the fact that we are afforded many freedoms like that one. You can go out and vote for who you want to. Somebody says, vote Trump, vote Trump. I'm voting Biden. And then you can do it. And then if Biden wins, he's the president. So I like that process. I love being an American. I wouldn't want to be any other nationality. I know people say, oh, I'm going to Canada, or I'm going to France, or I love being an American. Cut and dry. I love America. Yeah, I'm dissatisfied with a lot of things going on here, particularly in the area of, law enforcement and accountability and transparency. Although there are, regardless of what people say, there are good cops out there. There are some great law enforcement officers that are trying to do in their heart what they know needs to be done in their community to change things. But I'm dissatisfied when a bad cop breaks the law. Instead of being prosecuted, he gets fired. And then he moves on, becomes a cop somewhere else. I don't get that. Well, it's immunity. It's the color of law. And I believe that too, that we're now going to see a change in the way law enforcement is conducted in this country. I think we're going to start to see a shift that's going to happen in the area of law enforcement and in the area of immigration. And unfortunately, I don't think our economy is going to improve all that much because Biden is just not the leader or the businessman that Trump was. But I'm not going to curse Biden. I'm not going to talk shit about Biden. He's now the U.S. president. He gets respect, and we move on. Does that sound fair? I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comment section below. Community Leo Watch just talking to you for 6 minutes. But also watching Leos and President-elects from coast to coast.